Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to some career mode goodness. I've just had my Cocoa Pops and I'm ready to commentate over some career mode. So we have a game against Celtic. Now last time we played Celtic, there were some jokes flying around. Some people got a little bit antsy, but at the end of the day, it is just all a bit of fun and jokes. So don't take anything too seriously. But anyways, yeah, I have this game against Celtic, and now I'm still in the group stages of the Champions League, and I believe I'm still top of the table. So this game against Celtic, although it is important that I remain in that top spot, I don't feel as though I'm in too much pressure to pick up the result in this game. But still, it was a home game, it was against Celtic, and it's always nice to get a win and to keep things rolling, because recently we've actually been in some fantastic form. I can't remember, I think the last time we lost was actually against Manchester United right at the beginning of the season. So we're definitely in good shape at the moment. The team is playing well. There's certain things that I don't really like about the team, and one of those things is the fact we just conceded in the 19th minute, I think that was. That is a little bit disappointing, but we still got the rest of the game. So whenever the opposition scores early on, I'm not usually too worried, because as long as it's early on, I have plenty of time to work some magic and see if we can get anything back. But with the way this game was going, it was going to be really tough. I was getting tons and tons of chances, but unfortunately, it just wasn't being put into the back of the net. I just wasn't getting lucky when it came to the finishing product. And as you guys can see, the pressure was on them. Celtic, they're a decent side. They have some good players, but we should be winning. We should be winning these sort of games 9 out of 10 times. But let's take a look here. Agger, for some reason, decided to play as a bit of a striker role. I'm not too sure why, but after the corner, he actually stayed as an attacker for a little while. We managed to get some shots off, and as you guys can see, they just weren't being buried, which is disappointing. Ogbonna there again playing like a striker. I don't know what it was, but the two center backs decided to play really far forward. I assume it was just because of that the amount of pressure we were putting on Celtic the entire game. Most of the players were pretty much playing an attacking role anyways. So Munaye in there actually cuts inside, has a beautiful effort, but it was on his left foot, and unfortunately just sails past the post. And those are the sort of moments where on a good day those would go in, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. I brought on Sterling, and Sterling there produces just a fantastic cross to find man in space, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. But Celtic had a chance of their own here as a really nice free kick. Unfortunately, it just goes over the top of the bar, which was a little bit disappointing. But you just got to get on and move on with these sort of things. But as you guys can see, that is just some poor defending on my part. I really shouldn't have let that attacker in behind my defense like that, and that's something I really have to sort of improve on my own. Although fortunately it didn't end up being a goal, and with teams like Celtic, you can sometimes afford to make those sort of small errors, but a better team like that, Chelsea, Man City, Man United, any team like that, they will punish you for things like that. When they have players like Aguero, Suarez, things like that running at your defense, there is no way you were going to get off that lightly. But fortunately I got off that lightly, but it was still late into the game. Sturridge there cuts inside. I wanted to make sure it was on his left foot, and oh my god, that should have been a goal. Sturridge completely threw that away, and it was in the 90th minute. Coutinho there, I decided to swap him on for Munaye. Munaye there was actually really low on fitness. Unfortunately, a really nice cut back there from Aubameyang, but he just couldn't find it past the defenders. Defenders did a great job of just throwing bodies in front of the ball, and that's exactly how they managed to pick up that win. So that's the first loss we've had in a while, but we're back to the old friendly Premier League. The undefeated streak that we have right now in the Premier League is going very nice. So I was a little bit more in my comfort zone, but I tell you what, the rain. I fucking hate the rain in this game. This rain drives me up the bend. The amount of times I swear my players lose half of their brain cells when we play in the rain. They want to slip and slide. They suddenly get all sluggish and slow. I mean, look at that. That is a really simple opportunity that just couldn't be put. He just couldn't make it count. So things like that drive me up the bend. And at halftime it was 0-0. Arsenal Man City game was 1-1. Aston Villa were beating Wolves 1-0 as well, and overall, we were playing really sluggish. I felt it was almost as if my team didn't want to play. A really nice turn and shot there. Usually that would go in, but again, I'm blaming the rain. It's just, I cannot stand playing in the rain. I'm not too sure what it is. And, I don't know. Whenever I play at Anfield, I don't feel as though I get rain that often. But whenever I play away, it seems as though the rain just comes down on me and ruins things. And that is what ruins things, is when the opposition scores in the 67th minute there, and through Ilana as well, which was really just disappointing for me. I'd been playing so well that game, but although things felt sluggish and things, you know, I was playing well. They didn't have that many chances, and again, we just couldn't do anything. So I made the triple threat substitution. I brought in Coutinho, Sterling, and Oxlade just to get a bit more, you know, some fresh legs on the pitch, just to create something, because we didn't want to ruin this streak that we had you know, we had done so well to create. And unfortunately, that was it. The unbeaten streak in the Premier League has been brought to an end by Southampton of all people. You know, we played Man City, we've played Chelsea, we've played Spurs, and none of them could take away my undefeated streak. But it was Southampton, sorry, in the end that did that. And in honesty, it wasn't even Southampton. It was that goddamn rain. So the FIFA gods kind of looked down on me and just kind of gave me the middle finger. But I mean, you can just take a look at the match rate in there. Everyone played poorly. Not a single person there, I think, got over 7, if I'm looking correctly. The closest person was Zaha and Munayen at 6.9. So, you know, in general, just a really poor performance from the guys. And, you know, I can't really say much else. I'm disappointed the streak is over, but at the same time, I'm glad it's out the way. Let's just hope this doesn't turn into a sort of a bit of a losing streak, because that's 2 games we lost in a row. That hasn't happened this season yet, and let's just hope we can go to Sunderland and you know, do the business, get us back into that winning form, because I really don't want us to see this hit some sort of slump and we just start losing games, because we are sitting very nicely in the league table at the moment. Let's take a look at the starting 11 right now. I decided to put Coutinho again in the as the starting center attacking mid. If you guys would like to let me know in the comments, who do you think I should play as the #1 attacking mid, Munayen or Coutinho? For me, I think I'm going to keep playing Coutinho a little bit, although I don't really like his finishing abilities. I do feel as though he offers so much when it comes to passing, dribbling, and just his pace as well. A great cut inside there from Sturridge. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to put it away, and the keeper makes a beautiful double save. That is just some fantastic goalkeeping. You really can't ask for more from that keeper, so props to him for doing that, because that was really impressive. And that's 2 quality strikers there that have both had their chances. Asaidi on his left foot tries to bend one in, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be, because we all know finesse shots in this game are really quite tough. But there, Sturridge again pops it onto his left foot, takes a stunning strike, and the keeper for me was just man of the match. I mean, he has already made 3 crucial saves, which has saved them conceding, and yeah, just props to him for that. But again, another one. I mean, his keeper was literally on fire. The amount of times Sturridge has been in those opportunities and just scored every single one of them is just been way too many to count this season. So for that keeper to go and do what most keepers can't do in the Premier League was just incredible. And I was actually really surprised, and I thought, you know, we might be in for another loss here because of the amount of chances we've already missed. You know, could it become again? And Sunderland miss a sitter there. I believe that was Fletcher there. The missed pretty much a one-on-one with the keepers. A bit of an open goal as well, but some great football there. Asaidi drags it wide with his right foot. He was already really low on stamina when he went to take the shot, and that's something you guys might want to keep an eye out for, is if a player is really low on stamina when he takes a shot, most of the time you'll have a really weak shot and it won't go down too well. Fortunately, the referee just gave me a lifeline. He just literally gave me a golden chicken nugget. I don't know, whatever you'd like, that is awesome. He gave me that, and it was the penalty, and Mvia there buries it to make it 1-0. And then from then on, we seemed to really dominate the game. You know, we were playing very, very well. A cut inside there from Aubameyang, and on his left foot, actually, he buries that in the top left, which kind of surprised me because Aubameyang doesn't really score that many weak foot goals. So very impressed with that. We do some slightly poor defending, and they managed to bring one back, but that was only 2-1. So from here, all I had to do was defend well and make sure I didn't throw away the 3 points that I desperately needed coming off the loss against Southampton. This was something that would really do us a lot of good, pretty much. But Sturridge just played through and smack. You know, that is just going to happen. If you let Sturridge one-on-one with the keeper, that is just going to happen. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and if you did, then leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that good shenanigans. I know you want to. Then yeah, that would just be awesome. And until then, chaps, I'll see you guys all in a little bit. Hope you guys all have a cracking day. In a bit. Bye-bye.
Well, that's all from us here. Let's join Mike West for the classified results.